today I'm visiting a National Trust property, specifically Blickling Estate, and that is the manor house behind us that apparently was where Anne Boleyn, one of the wives of Henry VIII, was born. Not in that house. That house was actually built after. But hey, a bit of history. Now, we're also in the gardens. I mean, we've just visited that house, and now we're looking at the walled garden, and there's a massive park and other gardens here, and this place is absolutely amazing, and it's one of many in Great Britain that are run by the National Trust. What is the National Trust? Well, if you ever visit Britain, you need to know. So let's find out more.
Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're doing a deep dive into, well, one of the UK's most interesting and honestly powerful institutions, the National Trust. I mean, if you've ever wandered through a stunning historic house or walked along some amazing coastline in Britain, chances are you've bumped into their work. We're talking a huge UK charity, a conservation body, protecting everything from grand homes to just massive areas of countryside.
Yeah, and what's really striking right from the off is its unique character. Because yes, it acts like a private charity, but its actual legal setup that was specifically created by the UK Parliament.
Which is normal for a charity, is it?
Not at all. So it makes you ask, doesn't it, for you listening, is it state-owned? Is it private? Or is it, something else entirely?
Right. And that's really our mission for you today, just a quick guide to understanding its unique position and its surprisingly strong legal footing. So first off, just the scale. It's almost hard to get your head around what the trust looks after.
It's incredible.
Over 500 historic houses, castles, monuments, more than 250,000 hectares of land. That's enormous. And over 780 miles of coastline?
Yeah, including really iconic spots like the White Cliffs of Dover, the Giant's Causeway, things everyone recognizes.
But also smaller places too, right?
Yeah.
It's still really significant, like the childhood homes of John Lennon and Paul McCartney.
Exactly. Those small personal histories matter too.
So that scale gives you a feel for its physical reach. But here's where it gets really interesting. That unique legal status. It's what makes it such a, I suppose, powerful guardian. So what is this legal structure?
Well, like I said, it's not just any charity. It was set up as a statutory corporation. That means specific acts of Parliament, the National Trust Acts define it. And maybe the most fascinating part of that is something called the Inalienability Clause.
Inalienability sounds serious.
It is. It basically means once the trust designates a property as inalienable, it cannot be sold or mortgaged unless Parliament passes another specific act just for that. It offers, as they put it, permanent protection. It's about safeguarding these places, forever, really, for future generations.
Wow, forever. That's quite a commitment, a huge level of security for these places.
Yeah.
So, okay, with this massive portfolio and things locked down by this inalienability clause, how on earth do they manage the finances? How do they keep it all going?
Yeah, it's a complex picture. The biggest single chunk of their income, that comes from millions of members paying their subscriptions. That's the foundation.
Right, membership fees.
But they also have a pretty significant commercial arm. The things you see when you visit the cafes, the gift shops, renting out holiday cottages, that all brings in money. And then on top of that, you've got legacies, people leaving money in their wills, donations, and important grants from bodies like the National Lottery Heritage Fund.
Okay, so a mix of sources. That makes sense. But it can't just be about money, surely. What's the sort of human element, the day-to-day running?
Well, that's absolutely crucial. It's the volunteers. Tens of thousands of them. They give millions of hours every single year, doing everything from, guiding you around rooms and sharing stories to gardening to helping out on big conservation projects. Honestly, they're the heart of it. They bring these places alive for visitors.
That's amazing. Tens of thousands.
Yeah. Now, if we sort of connect this back to the bigger picture, this whole structure, this unique setup, it has definite plus points, but also some challenges.
Okay, like what?
Well, the pros are pretty clear. That inalienability means genuine, permanent preservation.
Okay.
And being a statutory body gives it a really strong voice, plus a degree of financial independence.
But the cons, you mentioned challenges.
The main one links back to that same power and alienability. It sounds great, and mostly it is, but it does limit flexibility. Think about it. What if a property becomes, say, incredibly expensive to maintain? Maybe its original purpose fades, and it's just financially unsustainable.
They still can't sell it easily.
Exactly. Not without Parliament. So despite all those income streams we talked about, the sheer cost of maintaining such a vast, aging portfolio is this constant, huge pressure. They can't just, cut their losses on a particularly tricky property.
Right. That permanent protection comes with a permanent responsibility and cost.
Okay.
So, summing this up for you, the National Trust really is this unique mix, isn't it? Part private charity, part sort of Parliament-backed guardian, a truly major player in protecting UK heritage.
It really is. And maybe a final thought for you to chew on. This legal status, it guarantees permanent protection. But what does forever actually mean in a world that's constantly changing? What are the real long-term responsibilities of having that kind of power, that almost eternal mandate, to keep these places not just preserved, but also relevant for generations still to come? It's a big question.
One, is there a similar organisation where you live? If so, describe it. If not, should there be? 2, describe places in your area that are or should be cared for. Castles, mansions, natural areas, etc. 3, if you have visited the UK, have you ever been to a National Trust property? 4, what do you think about the use of volunteers? Is it sustainable? Is it feasible where you live? 5. Do you ever do any volunteer work? If so, describe what it is. If not, will you in the future?